All right, hello, and happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I did it again. Why am I saying that shit? So right now I am gearing up for my run. So yeah, Wednesday. So this is, again, if you're following along, this is the either I can make this a zone 2 day if I'm feeling a little bit fatigued, or we're gonna do some sort of threshold, something kind of run. So I think today, because one, it's not super hot. It's actually overcast. Oh my God, this is so far away. I think you could hear that. Since it's not super hot, it's overcast and 75 degrees, which should be pretty damn nice. I think I'm gonna try to do some threshold stuff, and I think yeah. Legs are feeling decent. It's always funny because obviously I had the lower body session yesterday, and it's always like as each hour goes by, I start feeling a little bit more and more sore. So this morning I was like, oh, I feel good. I'm able to run fast. And literally just within the last 2 hours, I'm like, okay, all right. I see you, soreness, you motherfucker. But again, because it's not super high volume for my lower body day, and the goal is to just drive some adaptations without overly fatiguing or getting me too sore. That is the goal. I'm usually not too sore. So anyway, gearing up. I'm gonna throw on the shoes. I think today I'm gonna throw on the Pumas that I got, which are carbon plated, but they're not super aggressive. And I don't know. I might do some sort of mile repeats. That's what I'm thinking today. It's always rough. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna end up doing is I'll do like a mile-ish jog warm up, and then I will do, I think, 1 mile repeats with about maybe two-ish minutes, 2 to 3 minutes in between, something like that. But I'll also base that off of how I'm feeling and what my heart rate does. So meaning if I'm 60 seconds into my recovery and feel pretty good, I might just hit that set number 2. But yeah, I think I'm going to do mile repeats, do 3 of those with a 1 mile warm up and something like a 1 mile cool down. So that will leave me at about 5 miles for today. And yeah, and we'll just kind of go from there. So anyway, there's my little debriefing before I get the run. I'm going to throw my shoes on, and then I will check back in with you when I'm warming up. All right. Bye. Man, I swear, just in that last fucking 5 minutes of me getting outside, my quads are more sore. And that is the drawback also with the way I was doing those hex bar, with that rapid kind of deceleration, focusing on the amortization phase. Because there's more eccentric overload, you are going to accumulate more soreness from those. So just keep that in mind. And again, when we're talking about the nuances of programming, these are the things that go into it. You don't just think about each individual workout. You got to think of all the subsequent workouts for the week as well, and how fatigue will mess with performance and stuff like that as well too. So just keep that in mind. I'm just warming up here. Honestly, I walk for a little bit. I walk backwards, I side shuffle, I back pedal, do some karaoke's, do some high knees, do little mini pogos, and then I get into it. So got a couple more minutes here, and then we'll start it off. Mind me. I'm a weirdo. All right, there's my 1 mile warm up. I'm just walking, and then I'm gonna start rep 1. I'm gonna try a mile. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, a mile threshold. I'll start around 7:45, which was my half marathon pace when I did that.
half marathon 2 years ago or so. So I'm gonna start around there, and then I'm gonna try to negative split it each round, maybe 7:45, 7:30-ish, and then the last one I might just say fuck it and kind of send it. So I will catch you after my first 1 mile. All right, first one done, 7:32 on that first mile. I'm jogging, I'm at 150. I'm gonna go 3-minute recovery, and then I'll hit set or whatever, rep 2 per mile. I'm gonna see if I can stay under 7:30, sometimes 7:15 to 7:30. So I'll catch you then. These fuckers, you got something on your neck. Watch out. A little faster. That's 7. All right, rep number 2 done, 7:26. I converted, I don't know, a while ago my watch to meters, and I don't have like an actual workout set, so I'm just stopping it around 1.62. So the reason I'm showing this is the mile time might be a little bit faster, but anyway, the goal is just sub 7:30. Now I'm walking and going to the hobo water fountain. Hopefully there's no fentanyl in here. This will be a fun run. I'll catch you while I'm in this last rep here. Okay, that was mile 3. That was a 7:06, but full transparency, I did have to pee. So I did get a good, I don't know, extra 30-second break. And also I walked that last rest and it was like 4 minutes. So I'm actually gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna walk like 3 to 4. I'm gonna do one more because I have to get to the other side of the lake anyway. So back to 3:30 walk, good enough. Let's fucking do it. Here we go. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of somewhat send this one. We'll see how it goes. It's so hard because it still should be threshold, but I'm definitely surpassing that, but fuck it, whatever. It is what it is. Sometimes you just gotta go. All right, I'll catch you when I finish this shit. I need to concentrate here. This fucking blows, I forgot. Like half of this is up a steep motherfucking hill. So I'm at 1.25, 0.35 left, and I'm fucking dying. And I'm like, no, bitch, don't slow the fuck down, even though I should. Let me struggle bust through this. I'm almost there. Oh, holy shit balls, fuck. 7:22, and again, half of that was pretty steep uphill. By far my hardest effort though. I most definitely went higher than threshold, but fuck it, whatever. Sometimes when you're feeling it, you just gotta go. Plus, I somewhat purposely kind of not got myself stuck on the other side of the lake. It's like a 2.5 mile loop. So I'm kind of like, well, fuck. And honestly, I hate turning around for some reason. Like I knew for the third one, I could have just ran maybe quarter to half a mile and then turn around. I can't stand it. I hate losing my momentum. I hate applying the brakes when I don't have to. Fucking sucks balls. So anyway, so I ended up doing 4 mile repeats. So I'm proud of that one. Did a mile jog down to the lake. So that's the other hard thing is like, the lake is like probably right from my door, 3/4 to a mile. But I usually walk a little bit and then jog, but it's all downhill. So then coming back is all uphill. It's just always so fucking fun. So I'm gonna walk until this basically flattens out, and then I'm gonna jog the remainder back to my place. Let me breathe and I'll catch you in a sec. Ooh. Pervert. Jesus Christ, fucking hill just never ends. All right, so now just a little cool down run back to the place. Honestly, probably like 9:50, 10 minutes. Just nice and smooth. Try to keep that heart rate down, and then I'll catch you for a recap when I finish.
All right. Back where it began. So overall, not too bad. It was a nice little break in the weather. It did start feeling a little humid, which it's really not that humid. I have nothing to complain about out here in Denver. Let's see. Let's go over the stats. So total was 6.75 miles for today. A bit over what I wanted. I probably should have listened to myself. And this is where you have to, like, I was thinking about this, like, what's the best way to explain this? Because obviously people take this saying, like, more is not better, and kind of run with it. And it deserves some context and nuance here, because it's true and not true. Like, more is not better per individual session, but, like, extrapolated out through the year, it generally does win, so long as you're able to judge and change kind of intensities and efforts, knowing that, you know, you do need to be recovering. So that's where I tell people, it's like, this session doesn't mean shit. Like, think about it over a span of a year. And that's why when people program, they kind of zoom in and zoom out, zoom in and zoom out, because one session, 1 week of session, even 1 month of session doesn't really mean shit. What means shit is like a year of sessions. So again, yeah, if you can do more and so hard through the whole year, you will make progress on the guy that's just doing slow zone 2 work. But the problem is it's probably going to beat you up, and at some point you're going to fall off. So just always remember that. Again, just zoom out. More is better in the span of the year, but you need to figure out what you can fucking handle and recover from. And if you want to be right on the edge, that's fine. But so let's just say, for example, I did 1 additional mile repeat. Say that fucked my next run up to where I did 2 miles less, or maybe skipped the whole thing. Then I did myself a disservice by thinking more is better on that one unique session, not thinking about the next subsequent session or whatever. So anyway, I'll get off my pedestal, my TED Talk here. So yeah, 6.75 miles. It's saying average heart rate's 139, but I didn't use my chest strap. And if you watch my other videos, because of my tattoos, this thing does not work for shit. It's only if I like really pull it up, and only if I really strap it down really tight. And yes, I have tried the what are these, epoxy stickers or whatever. So these are little stickers that I think it just kind of magnifies it. It helps a little bit, but doesn't help that much. And I just didn't feel like wearing my heart rate, my chest strap today. So anyway, 6.75 miles. Let's get back to it. Intervals. So warm up 1.4 miles. First run I did 7:32, but it was 1.01, whatever. Then I did our 3:27 recovery jog. Average pace was 11:30, so really slow. Second run I did in 7:24. Okay, then I did a recovery. This looks like a walk because it took me 4 minutes, and that took at a 16:38. So then I started walking after that. And then my third run, 7:03. And then I did another recovery walk, 3:41 at a 16.5 minute pace. And then my final run, 7:22 for the mile. But remember, half of that was uphill. So that one was pretty hard. And I even got a thing that's like new threshold and new estimated max heart rate, which probably isn't good, but fuck it. I feel pretty good overall. And then I just did a cool down. Again, most of this was walking. So it's 11 minutes cool down, 13:47 pace. But yeah, so that is my Wednesday. And again, I might do a bike ride with my brother a little bit later on. I'm going to hit him up and see what his day looks like. We've both just been super busy, so we've missed our last like month of Zwift rides together, which I'm bummed about, but sometimes it's hard, especially with the new puppy and whatnot. So anyway, if I do end up doing more cardio today, I will check back in. If not, that's all you guys get for today, Wednesday. Again, this is either like a zone 2, 30, 45 minute day, or a good 30, 45 minutes of threshold work, depending on how you're feeling and your goals. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do the same exact shit that I say every single video, smash that fucking thumb. Shut up, dude. God, I'll be back tomorrow.